We actually had this year 3,678 photos. We had more than 1,000 photographers. We actually had 1,157 photographers bring their photos in to the Elwell Center here at the Iowa State Fair. A lot of people think that the State Fair starts in August. Well, let me tell you, it starts in June. We will do about 12 to 13 rounds of judging. And I have a systematic process, and the easiest way to describe it is the best of the best photos to move to the next round. And so each round of judging, we're trying to pick the best of the best to move to the next level of judging. That's the only way to really manage this big of an exhibit. We will look at every photo before it gets out of the show. We'll get it looked at least twice, and maybe this year's probably going to get looked at even 3 times. And then every photo that makes it in the fair gets looked at least twice for an award. So I try to do everything we can do to truly find the best of the almost 4,000 photos entered. Basically, to get in the Iowa State Fair, we have 3 judges every year. Always have somebody that teaches photography, either high school or college. My second judge is always somebody from the Des Moines Register that does photojournalism. And my third judge is always somebody that has to eat photography. And when I say eat photography, it means they can't work for a corporation. They have to feed their family. So every year my judges always have somebody that teaches it, somebody does photojournalism, and somebody actually does it for a living. The way to get into the Iowa State Fair, it takes 1 vote from one of the 3 judges to actually make it into the fair. It takes all 3 to win an award.
C is out.
Show us the world as we have never seen it before. If you do that, I guarantee you're going to make it in the Iowa State Fair.
It's always been one of my goals is to, first of all, to even get displayed when I first started. Second, to win an award, but to be best of show just absolutely blows me away. Initially, this was a photo that we did in Miramar, and we were setting up to take a photo of a young novice monk. This was the photo of him taking down the candles rather than the standard photo that we did as a photo shoot.
I took it actually at a macro day that was put on by my local camera store, where Tamron Lenses comes out and lets us play with all the lenses that we can't afford to buy at a greenhouse. And so that's from that. This is my first year. I got 1 in. Last year's I got 2 in. Last year I got an honorable mention. This year I got first. So you just kind of have to keep trying, and looking at the Photo Salon book they put out really helps because you see what they're looking for.
My wife and I took a trip to Antarctica, and this picture is taken on South Georgia Island, which is an island off the coast of Antarctica. Sort of the moment, I had to lie down on my side on the ground, and I was lying in penguin poop when I took that picture. So it was a messy experience.
And the picture should tell a story, and it should exemplify the story that you want to tell.
Sort of pick out your best pictures. They have to be unique in some way and tell a little story, and submit them. Last year I submitted 4 photos and none were selected. So it's you have to be a little bit lucky, I think.
If they've never done it before, they should try. They might have a unique vision to show that someone else would not have.
If you've never done this before, the thing I would recommend is a couple things. When you come to the Iowa State Fair, study all the photos that have a ribbon on them. One of the things I tell the judges is they're not here to judge a photo competition. They're here to write a book about the art of photography, and there's 1 million people going to come through the Iowa State Fair and read their book about photography. Probably the best part from my standpoint that I think is maybe a lot of people don't realize, one of the things that makes the Iowa State Fair so unique as far as I'm concerned is the fact that we have a cultural center dedicated to the arts. The Iowa State Fair is more than just agriculture. We have a whole building dedicated to photography and fine arts and creative arts, and so to me that is one of the things that I think is so unique about our fair, that really when people come to the fair, they can actually come through this exhibit and see some of the, as far as I'm concerned, some of the world-class photographers that we have here in the state of Iowa. This is by far, I have people come from all over the United States and even around the world that come through our exhibit and tell me this is one of the best exhibits they have ever seen in their life.